bringing Israel to the world. This is IBN News.
In for Susan Michaels, I'm Joe Israel. Defense Minister Benny Gantz said Israel can live with a nuclear Iran deal. The current U.S. approach of putting the Iran nuclear program into a box, he said, I'd accept that. However, Gantz also said he was doubtful that diplomatic tracks will succeed in reversing Iran's nuclear ambition. Gantz said Israel was waiting to see what he called was a viable plan B that would include political, diplomatic, and economic pressure imposed on Tehran, but stated should the nuclear talks fail, Israel has a plan C that would involve military action. Prime Minister Naftali Bennett says Iran cannot possess nuclear weapons.
A regime of brutal hangmen must never be allowed to have weapons of mass destruction. Israel's position will not change on this.
When asked about Israel's ongoing conflict with the Palestinians and the possible resolution of it, Gantz said that Jewish settlements will not be removed from the West Bank. However, he said, we need two political entities, not necessarily the two-state solution that the Biden administration is promoting. The health ministry said that 9,539 new cases of coronavirus were confirmed on Tuesday after 165,500 tests were conducted, indicating a 5.9% infection rate. Israel's rate of contagion continued to rise, and the R factor was 1.00. The report also notes that lower numbers of a positive test will not be an indication of less infection, but rather of fewer tests conducted, and a true picture will only emerge after the holidays are over. And for years now, Haifa has had an ongoing battle with wild boars, which are now getting within several meters of residents' homes. The problem is that they've lost their instinctive fear of humans, said a municipal official. Even pets are getting used to them. Until recently, local authorities used armed hunters to dilute the numbers. The hunting, however, has stopped since the current mayor took office. Authorities are now using more humane methods, including cattle gates, fencing off gardens and backyards, locking up trash bins, and using volunteers to scare the animals away with loud noises. I'm Joe Israel.
IBN. Israel Broadcast Network.